We're casting instead of playing, so Zervas, if you wouldn't mind starting the introductions while I get things started here.
Okay. In the bottom right, as the pink Archon, it's Zerg player QueenE and Zervas.
And I'll fix the cameras in a sec, because I don't know where to put them. Get in the top left, it's going to be Jona and uThermal. And I'm going to put the names up here in a moment, guys. I just have to, again, swap some things over, like turning off mouse scrolling and all that jazz. I guess we could probably sit above this. Might work. Oh, I think that might be too invasive, though. We'll just go with it. Fuck it. Hey, guys, enjoy the overlay. Actually, but the top, no, that would look really janky, too. I don't know where to put us, guys. Maybe a little smaller. I think it would work.
Am I doing the top left, too?
Top what? Who, where?
Saying the names.
Oh, no, I already said it. Didn't I?
Oh. Did you?
I just Jona and uThermal.
Oh, I guess it was really just not that formal, man.
Oh, my bad. Alright, I think I
You're
forgot how
so
to do
wondering
cameras.
about the overlay.
No, I'm still complaining about the overlay. It just has nothing to do with the fact that I already introduced them. Alright,
Okay.
I think we'll do this for the overlay and see how that goes. But gotta add some text. Jona, uThermal. Oh god, this thing looks so bad.
Well.
You go talk about things.
Okay.
I was not prepared for this.
Okay. Well, while, we're consuming whatever. We do have our Terran Archon going for a Reaper. Seems to be still fairly standard to go ahead and get, as you do need to get some serious scouting. There's actually been a lot of possible complaints, I want to call them, because, like, it's not really shown itself. I mean, it's only been out for so many days, right? But the idea is that scouting's actually become a lot harder with so many options available. So far, I haven't really felt that way. I mean, basically, like, they don't have a hatchery, they're Ravager rushing, right? I see a Spire. Okay, they're probably still going Spire. But there have been some concerns, but you certainly still need one, and that's why it's coming over here. It's actually 2 Reapers. Probably not gonna get anything done. I mean, I don't know what... I don't know what that was thinking.
All
2
right.
Reapers.
And I
too useful.
There we go. Here's the Reapers. We did it, guys! We fixed the overlay! Kind of. Sorry it took so long. But now it's set for the rest of the day, too, so I don't have to fiddle like that every single game. I don't think bets were open for the series, because I think we still had bets running from the old series, so my bad, guys. We'll try and fix that later, but... wow, those actually hopped right over the lings. I was actually not expecting that.
I guess, like, they couldn't... The AI couldn't handle it, alright? Like, 2 Reapers jumped up into 4 lings, and they were like, well, the lings are gonna part, you know, like a river, alright? But 1 Reaper goes down, it gets good scouting, and that Reaper goes down too.
I forgot how much I hated the mini-map on the Heart of the Swarm stuff. So yeah, our Legacy of the Void. If you guys don't know, some of the mini-map things, they're transparent, they don't have an outline, it's new, it's different. I'm not a big fan of it personally, but it is what it is. Now, as far as this goes, we just came out of playing some TVZs, and I don't know what style Team Pink's gonna go for here, but Zervas had a pretty good handle on what he was doing. He knew what to ask for, he knew what to tell me to do, he knew what he wanted as far as units and composition goes, so I doubt anything that Red Archon throws at them is gonna be too confusing or alarming.
Well, they're going into Hellion Cyclone, so that's also coincidental, right? Because they could also get Blue Flame and do what QueenE did to you. It doesn't look like it, though. Just going to be just Hellions and Cyclones, and I do think they're going to go into Mech after this. Or maybe not. I mean, that could start Stim.
So by which do you mean referencing thinking she killed all the drones, but really only killing about 4?
Well, I mean, she still, like, messed you up, and you ended up losing that game, so either you're admitting that you're terrible, and that you didn't lose any drones, and you still lost, or you're admitting that she did something to you. I mean, which one do you want to admit?
I'll admit that we lost the bases, and it got real bad from there.
Okay, then.
But we do have Roaches and Burrow. So, I mean, Tunneling Claws can do some cool things in the game, but Burrow, I think, is overall just a great utility to have versus Terran right now. As you see the Queen, there's no way to escape that Cyclone, even on creep. But if you Burrow, it will break the lock-on, unless there's a scan down already. Dude, there's Zervas, I told you! He puts random fucking drones out! I don't understand why! And I don't know
that's
why
probably him.
No, I'm just making some teasy jokes. But, yeah, this push is normally it's just the Hellion's not a problem. It's that one Cyclone that's going to keep poking and prodding and picking off a Queen or a Roach here and there. So it's A little bit annoying for our Zerg friends to have to deal with, but once they've got Burrow, it's a little bit easier to break that lock on. Once they've got some air units, maybe even, it'll be easy to chase this down. But until then, you gotta hope it does what it does there and picks the wrong target like a Zergling.
Not too useful like that. I mean, this is good pressure, though. This is constantly forcing the micro player, at least, to pay attention. And the macro player might get a little frustrated that the queens have to be dragged along, too. But they're going to get 6 more roaches. Speed is on the way. What?
No, sorry, there's that burrow set nicely. I am curious about this, though. So it's going to be bio. I mean, this isn't bad. We've talked about how Cyclones assisting bio is kind of like tanks assisting bio. It's not exactly crazy and unheard of. Do you think this is going to work well? Because, I mean, if it is going to be bio, I can't help but imagine Zervas is most likely going to make lurkers at some point. Those were just beautiful to watch, both against us and when we were using them.
They're going to go into tanks. Of course, we saw Miso doing a lot of tank play, right? Ooh. Oh, the shark attack is real.
Oh, catches one of the Cyclones immediately. That's actually really nice. Gets both of them.
I mean, roach speed is done. They're really fast when they burrow. I mean, look at these guys go. So the Hellions have to run away, and honestly, the Hellions aren't going to be too useful anymore, even if they turn into Hellbats. Kind of useless.
What's that guy look like an Asian leprechaun, by the way? What the fuck?
People say the darndest things in Twitch chat. That should be the new, like, you know, show. The kids say the darndest things, but Twitch chat says the darndest things.
Well, yeah, wasn't that... No, Total Biscuit was there for a while, right? Reading the dramatic readings of Twitch chat and things.
But that wasn't like, you know, kids say the darndest things. Like, the guy would, like, ask them a question, they'd say something silly. So it'd be like, it's like, I forget. Well, anyways, this is kind of important as the scan does go down, and a lot of roaches also do damage.
Yeah, but that tunneling claw, that increase on the Glare Reconstitution, that speed is so important to how much got away. Like, roaches were going to die, yes, but it's the difference of half of them going down versus like 2 or 3. 4 managed to sneak into the natural while this goes on too, so going to continue forcing scans left and right. Creep spread is going to block this base for a little bit longer, so they can't just immediately land a CC. And this harass has actually been pretty good so far.
Really good. Now, Red Archon is, you know, consolidating its forces. There are the Hellbats. That's, I mean, I guess they're going to soak a couple of shots, but they're probably not going to be able to do any damage. And we do have light pink Archon, because there's another type of pink in StarCraft.
Yeah, apparently.
Going into Aspire after this.
Well, you know, right now we're casting the dark pink versus the light pink, obviously.
Yeah. It's a mini-map.
The Spire's kind of interesting. The Ravagers this late are kind of interesting too, but I am curious, again, kind of with this bio. We've got uThermal being on one of these 2 ends of this, and it's a guy who he really hates this matchup. And he plays bio in his regular play, so I'm not surprised to see bio come out here. But I'm wondering what Legacy of the Void kick he's planning to add to the mix that changes this matchup from him just getting kind of self-blocked, you know?
Apparently no kick. You know, they opened up the Cyclones, that was kind of cool, but the only kick that they could have would be tank drops. In order to do that, I would really like them to go ahead and get a second factory with the tech lab. They do. They're just not using it. Okay, well, I'd like them to use it once their economy, I guess, is a little more settled. But they might not survive.
Tank got wrecked by the
too much.
You know, if they could get those, the bio on the back end of this, the thing is the Ravagers really don't have a lot of health, and they go down very quickly. But this command center is not going to escape. Oh my god. Throws the bile, tears it down like nobody's business. That supply difference now between the 2 teams is incredibly far. And we also have Team Pink Archon not just on 5 bases, but a hive behind this.
Oh my god. They're doing so well. I mean, they are winning this game. They're up almost 100 supply. They even have upgrades, you know? They fit in +1 missile weapons at some point, and +1 melee attack too.
Raining hellfire from above might not be the most epic way to describe this, but it is corrosive bile coming down everywhere. Gonna hit those SCVs, gonna hit some of the tanks too. Medevac's just not quite cutting it. He will clean up a lot of the Ravagers, but the damage was already done. 22 workers, 41 killed, and Team Red Archon is left, if standing, barely at that.
If they hadn't lost all those SCVs and the 3rd command center, maybe they have a fighting chance with a lot of drops, but mutas are already out. They did lose all the SCVs. I mean, you saw light pink Archons. Just not called Pink Archon. Pink Archons, like, you know, their supply did drop significantly when all the roaches and Ravagers died, but it didn't matter. Did enough damage.
Yeah, game number 1 gonna go to Team Light Pink Archon, aka Zervas and QueenE.